Alright YouTube, what is going on? It's Hightower 5000 here today, bringing another Runescape video. Today we're going to be talking about the latest update that has just dropped into Runescape, the snowboarding update. So for this, what you're going to do is you're going to come and talk to the Queen of Snow, who is located in the Lumbridge Crater, just to the west of Lumbridge Castle and just to the south of Santa and the Big Cracker. And basically what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to get from the Queen of Snow a snowboard to go on these ramps and get some agility XP. So to do this, what you're going to do is you're actually going to talk to the Queen of Snow, and then she's basically going to tell us that we've got to go around RuneScape and melt 4 elements. And then once we've melted all these 4 elements, then we can get ourselves a snowboard and then start to upgrade that. Now unfortunately, everyone's locations of the snow elements are going to be random. I'll be showing you my 4 in this video. The 4 that I was given was in some grounds between Falador and Draenor Manor, around the Crafting Guild, near some hops, and on Mudskipper Point. However, already I've noticed that there are quite a few patches of snow on the ground throughout RuneScape. For example, there's one just south of the monastery beside Edgeville, and I'm pretty sure there's over 10 locations of whereabouts these snow elements can be located. So when you actually do talk to the Snow Queen, make sure that you take a note of the 4 locations, and then you'll have to run around RuneScape to try find them. Okay, so my first location was Mudskipper Point. This is located just south of Port Sarim, and basically it is where a wee hut with an anvil is. There's also a dungeon down there. Those are the only reasons you would have probably been down there before. Teleportation method, I would recommend using the Port Sarim lodestone and then just running directly south. The location is located just south of the wee hut where the anvil is. Unfortunately in this clip I actually didn't record the first time I came over here. I forgot to hit record by accident, but there should be a wee snowmelt floating above it. You just select the first option, which is melt snow, and then basically it'll come up with saying 1 out of 4 elements completed. Okay, so my second location was around the Crafting Guild. Turns out it's not actually in the Crafting Guild. I'll tell you what it is in a second. But my recommended teleportation methods are either Port Sarim, which is the one I used. If you have completed some of the Lumbridge and Draenor tasks, then you can use the Cabbage Teleport and then run directly west. Also, if you have your house in Rimington, then use the House Teleport. And finally, you could always use the Falador Lodestone as well. Jump over the wall and then come through the Members Gate. So as I said, the Snowmelt location actually isn't located in the Crafting Guild. It's located in a peninsula just to the west of the Crafting Guild, where there are some monsters and some snake grass on the floor. Basically at the very end of it you will find it, and unfortunately you have to go right down under the Crafting Guild and come back up actually, and that's that location for the Crafting Guild one. Right, so for my third one was located in between Falador and Draenor Manor. It's roughly just north of where the wall sort of splits Draenor and Port Sarim. What you want to do is you want to probably use the Draenor Lodestone, just because it's actually just south of Draenor Manor and north of Draenor Village, and what you want to do is run up in a northwesterly direction like I did. Alternatively, however, you could also use the Cabbage Teleport if you have done some of the Lumbridge and Draenor tasks. You could also use the Falador or Edgeville teleports as well. Quite a basic one to find this one, so hopefully you should have no problem whatsoever, and that's me anyway, found 3 out of 4 elements. Okay, so my final one was near some hobs, and I wasn't at all sure whereabouts this would be located. I thought it would be located just to the north of where everything was happening, round about where the windmill was. Unfortunately it wasn't. Turns out it was just north of the Lumbridge farm, where all the chickens are, which you maybe train some strength, range, whatever for. So my recommendation would be using the Lumbridge lodestone and then just running up through Lumbridge, crossing the river, and then heading just north of the farm where there's a farming patch, and that's where the Snowmelt location is located. Now that I've got all 4 anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to the Queen of Snow in Lumbridge. Okay, so once you head back to Lumbridge and talk to the Queen of Snow, once you've activated all 4 elements, what she's going to do is she's going to give you a snowboard, which is going to be at tier 1. So once you've equipped it, it's going to go on as your weapon slot. Surprisingly, I thought it might be your foot slot, but it's actually a weapon slot. What you can do is then right click on the Queen of Snow, and then you can go on the large jump, which you can see is located just in front of you. So basically, if you want to use power-ups and do tricks, what you want to do is when you go to jump off the wee helicopter, that takes you up there. Select them. The options are grab, spin, flip and land, but basically these require percentage. How do you get this percentage? Well, these power-ups / percentages come from collecting presents. Now, As you go down the slope, what is going to appear is these presents are going to appear. What you want to do is you want to click on them before they disappear. They'll start off very small and they'll get bigger, and after about 2 seconds they will disappear. So you have to be really quick here. I like this because this is actually quite a good way to test how fast your reactions are. So Sapphire is worth 6%, Emerald is worth 10%, Ruby is worth 16%, Diamond is worth 23%, and Dragonstone is worth 30%. If you feel that you're really good at clicking and you think you will get all the presents, then select all the tricks. If you're not at all sure what to expect, do what I did. I selected no tricks on my first go. Second time I selected 2 tricks, and then I sort of built up. So play around with it, see what you're comfortable with. And basically the main advantage of doing tricks is that you get more XP on agility for going down the slope. I think the default XP for me was 23 without any tricks. If when I added tricks and it went up to about 100, which was quite nice. Not at all sure how all this works. So 1 or 2 things I want to add into that. Basically it turns out you can actually fail. So if you select all 4 options, for example, then you're actually going to require a lot of percentage, 100 I believe it is. And if you don't reach that, then basically you're going to fail, and what you're going to do is you're going to fall into the crater. You're not actually going to take any damage, you're just going to lose a lot of XP. Instead of getting 400 XP for example, which was what I got when I managed to complete it once, I only got something like 30 XP, which was quite unfortunate. So in this sense I think this is actually wanting you to push yourself to see how good your clicking is. On some jumps I'm getting 300-400 XP, it's only taking me a few seconds. This is actually quite efficient. A lap can take me 30 seconds, whereas a lap of agility course, for example the wilderness one, takes me maybe a minute, and I'm getting roughly the same XP. Also want to say as well about the boards, basically I started off with a tier 1 board. Basically what you do after every single jump is, if you look into the description, basically you're going to get a snowboarding reputation, and that's going to be plus a certain amount. If you do a basic jump, for me it was only like 17, if I managed to get up to over 200 before. Basically this is how you upgrade your board. So if you right click on your board and then select check rep, basically that's going to be your reputation level. It's going to say, for example if you're still on tier 1, it's going to say something at 500. Then when it upgrades to iron on tier 2, which I am at right now, it's then going to say something out of 1000. Then basically this is how you upgrade your board. As of right now I don't think there is any advantages of having a higher board except it looking cooler. Anyway, that's all I can really say about this latest update so far. I'm now going to try go away for an hour or a bit of time anyway and see what the XP rate is like and if it is worth doing over this Christmas period. It's quite a lot of fun though, XP aside. If you find any significant things that I've not mentioned in this video, then please leave a comment in the comments description below. Tell me what you think about it. Do you enjoy it? Do you not enjoy it? Do you wish there was maybe other sort of rewards? And that wraps up this video. So I hope to see you guys on the slopes. Make sure you check out some of my quest guides as well, and I'll catch you in the next video. Adios.